Early last summer, whilst traipsing about the canyon of Northern Yosemite, I had a brief encounter with one of the roving sages of the High Sierra. He was a funny little man with a round Yoda-like face, but he could see the unseen, and I knew his every word was true. He told me, "You are on the lonely trail to nowhere. Up there is where you will find her. Up there is where you must go." I've parked my car in Yosemite Valley and have managed to bum a ride over the Sierra Crest and north many, many miles to Tuolomne Meadows. It is there that I've started this major mega extravatrack, and now I'm heading southward, bearing up the West Fork Walker River Canyon towards the northernmost reaches of the ultimate Big Yo. It's been over a year since my last such extravatrack, and what a year it's been. My all-time favorite car, my Dodge Colt Vista wagon, Old Nellie. She finally died, and after selling her remains to the nearest trader with a handful of cash, I bought this pristine Toyota Celica. 3 weeks later, it was stolen and gutted for parts. I had to trade my outside sales job for an inside desk job. I rode public transit through what was the wettest winter in my memory, at least. Started drinking beer again, started eating cheese again and ice cream. You know, I fell in love. Never thought I'd do that again. She was this fine, sweet young thing. A lithesome, arabesque dervish with these dark, alluring eyes and long, silky hair. Her limbs, delicate and petite, but mostly she was just aflame with passion. A whirling dervish of desire. My head said, "Don't." But my heart commanded me to pursue her passionately, to join her in a communion with the gods of love. And commune we did, but it was short-lived. We haven't spoken in months. It's part of the curative process, you know, out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight and out of mind, absence makes the heart forget your special touch or precious sin. Christina, Christina, out of reach and out of touch. Don't know why I want so much your gorgeous hips, your luscious lips. Christina, Christina, holding you I'm safe and warm. And now you're here, and now you're gone. Our love you's just a memory, a blending with my misery, Christina. Well, I'm out of sorts, it's out of hand. I cannot be your other man, so let me go. I love you so, Christina, Christina. Out of sight and out of mind, absence makes the heart forget your special touch, your precious scent, Christina, Christina, Christina. So a couple months ago, I'm doing this mini trek up Jackmane Canyon. I run into this Yoda-like character, fellow Extrava trekker, and he had a big round face and funny gaps in his teeth, but his eyes were crystal clear. And so I told him my sad tale of woe, and he turned to me and he said, "What you need is the ultimate mountain mama." And instantly, I knew he was right. So I asked him, "Where do I find this ultimate mountain mama?" And he thought for a second, and he said, "Oh, they're up here in some ultimate place in the Big Yo, some place where ultimate mountain mamas go." And that's when I vowed to Extrava track solo the ultimate Big Yo. Day 2 is just about over. I finally reached Lake Ruth. Tired, exhausted, my normal state. And that's why, I don't feel like filming or talking or really doing anything other than eating soup and drinking coffee. Just saw a large rodent. What was that? Anyway, I'm about 9,700 feet. Let me show you this lake before the sun goes down. You see I have my tent set up in a nice little alcove protected by gorgeous white bark pine trees. There's still plenty of snow around here, 9,700 feet. And here is Lake Ruth.
As beautiful and as tranquil as this place is, my mind really is in a storm of concern. I'm scared, to be honest, about tomorrow's planned cross-country route to the south. All I see before me are mountainous walls of ice, and I'm haunted by these nightmarish visions of slipping and then sliding on an endless plunge, breaking body parts as I tumble into a snowdrift or free fall over some cliff and slowly, fatally freeze, my carcass becoming victuals for the vultures. Not a pretty picture. Suppose I could go back to the Pacific Crest Trail and take the easy route to the west. Think I'll suck on some soup and sleep on it.
Day 3. It's late. I don't even know what time it is. I'm laying here in my tent, wide awake, wondering about tomorrow's climb, or climbs rather. And I'm thinking about these 2 steep, cold, snowy, dangerous, trepidous ascents. And then 2 knee-wrenching, equally dangerous, trepidous descents, all to get me to an austere upper Tuolomne Canyon. And I'm thinking about these little warnings I've been getting all day. First from some guy in a bandana, and then from this older couple who are from Santa Cruz. Little things. And I'm thinking about why I haven't been able to sleep, making me think and listen really too much. And suddenly a nice, warm, long, easy, fun descent down past Dorothy Lake and into Grace Meadow and upper Jack Main Canyon to the Tuolomne Lake cutoff trail. Well, suddenly that sounds like a lot more fun to me.
When I got up this morning, I asked myself, what would the ultimate mountain mama do? Would she opt for the easy signed Pacific Crest Trail? Or would she go south on an ultimate cross-country trek over these slippery slopes? I'm searching for mama, so I'm going south.
I finally made it to the pass overlooking Tower Lakes. Here it is. Tower Peak. Right below Tower Peak is my entrance, my ultimate entrance into the Big Yo. Obviously another snowbound climb. Down below is Tower Lake. Anyway, that's where we go, but not before a toast. If we can get this stupid thing out. A toast to our ultimate mountain mamas go. The ultimate Big Yo. I made it finally to Tower Lake, underneath Tower Peak, and one down, one to go. But wait till you see this one. Come on, stay, boy. That's where I gotta go. Up an endless snowbound pass. Any pass is gonna be the demise of Rip Van. That'll be it. But that's it. The ultimate pass into Big Yo.
My prayer has been answered as a little marmot god leads me up the chosen path, the stairway to Big Yo. Spirits of the wilderness are my guides.
almost made it, I think, to the top of Mary Pass, but I have to hurry because the angle of the sun is such that the snow is freezing, and that could give me a one-way ticket back down to Tower Lake. They made it. The ultimate entrance to Big Yo. The ultimate pass to the ultimate Big Yo. Mary Pass. Snowbound. Dangerous. Alright, we're going downhill. Ow! Big Yo! Here I come! There's Mary Lake. My last look at Mary Lake and at Mary Pass, the ultimate entrance into the Big Yo. And up on 180, and that's where I'm going, down into Tilden Canyon to gorgeous Tilden Lake. I've hit the wall of exhaustion. And I'm making camp the first place I can find. Good morning and welcome to day 4. I found camp yesterday and none too soon beside the meandering inlet to Tilden Lake, and despite my midnight premonitions, I'm glad I came here via Tower and Mary Passes, though I'd recommend the route to no one, at least not while they were snowbound. But it got me here to the Ultimate Canyon, a truly nirvanic place. A site where I could easily spend the day getting yod. But the legions of mosquitoes would welcome that. And so the beast is loaded and raring to go, and so am I, on an easy, rambling, ambling path down Tilden Lake towards Chittenden Peak. Let's go. Never did leave Tilden Lake. Didn't really plan on it. Whatever wall of exhaustion I hit yesterday, I had some layover effect today, and this is all I could do. 3.5 miles, came down the far side of Tilden, crossed the outlet over here, and came up about another mile to this side here. Tilden Node, just excellent, excellent campsite. Let me show it to you. First things first, up goes every ounce of creature comfort that I carry. My tent, my bag, my pad. I've already spent some time in there. And secondly came the fire pit. This was just a massive jumble of circular rocks. 50, 60 pieces of garbage, half burned, half not burned. I completely restructured it, rebuilt it. Made a little port where I could put my grate, boil water. On the log here I have my shoes, which need to be repaired. Various essentials. On the far side, beyond the fire pit, I have my food in a nice shady spot. Backpack ready for easy access. And after boiling all the clothes I've been wearing basically for the past 3 days and rinsing them out, now I'm letting them dry to this view. Good morning. Welcome to day 5, Tilden Node Camp. My last look at the ultimate entrance into Big Yo. Today is a travel day. I'm going to be hiking all day, going over ridges and down into valleys, and over ridges and down into valleys. Carrick Canyon is my goal. I hope I make it there. Even though this was the ultimate campsite, I didn't see the ultimate mountain mama. Well, the beast is loaded, raring to go. Who am I to argue? Anything to get away from these mosquitoes. Let's get out of here. You know, I just love the physical part of an extravatrack. The human body is an amazing machine, just made for walking endlessly. Just burning fat and last night's ramen noodles. And each boot step becomes part of the endless hiker's mantra. Each clap of the hiking stick, a beat for cadence. Your breathing, the creaking of the backpack, drops of sweat, all fall into the physical world of the hike.
Haven't seen any sign of a human in days, much less the ultimate mountain mama.
Good morning. Welcome to day 6 here at Carrick Canyon. I'm standing in the smoke of my fire to avoid the onslaught of mosquitoes. I told myself I wasn't going to complain about the mosquitoes, but I'm not going to complain about them. It's just they're everywhere. You know, my body is covered with mosquito carcass remnants. I have probably 1,000 bites. I just met the first human I've seen in 3 days. He was he was surrounded by a billowing swarm of mosquitoes. Constantly swatting his baseball cap at his legs. I doused him with a little spray. Haven't seen an ultimate mountain mama. Like I said, I just saw the first human, and he wasn't no mama. I'm under assault again. Freaking skeeters everywhere in your mouth, nose, hair, ears, crotch, between your toes. Not to mention the meatier, more succulent parts. You know, I apply doses of DEET, but that only excites them. So, last night when I finally arrived here at Carrick Canyon, I was tired, sore, negative, bugged, and bitten. But after a good 10 hours sleep, and with no bear wars, I feel all the better. Now just to shower, shave, get and go. Up canyon, then cross country to Rock Island Lake. You know, I don't imagine any self-respecting ultimate mountain mama would be anywhere near these mosquito swarms. Maybe she's found sanctuary. Maybe Rock Island's the place. Let's go. An extravatrack is the best way I know of burning fat. In fact, fat people do better on an extravatrack than lean people. Lean people get tired, hit the wall of exhaustion, and have to rest, have to eat. Fat people just dig into another layer of that gut grease. I told my friends I was going to lose about 25 pounds on this extravatrack. Maybe if I don't find the ultimate mountain mama, and I do lose 25 pounds, maybe she'll come find me. I wonder if the ultimate mountain mama is fat.
I once fell in love with a fat girl. She'd a wiggle when she run. She didn't understand I was a dirty old man, just looking for a little fun. I once fell in love with a fat girl. She'd smother in her arms. At the feel of a fat-eyed pearl like a cat, and now she's up and gone. A little fat girl, where did you go? A little fat girl, well, I need to know. A little fat girl, well, it's such a low blow. Little fat girl, well, I miss you so. last time I saw a little Thacker, didn't look good to me. I didn't recognize those skinny thighs, not the kind of gal for me. I'm looking for a little Thacker, wiggle when she run. Hope she understands I'm a dirty old man, looking for a little fun. A little Thacker, where did you go? A little Thacker, I need to know. A little Thacker, it's such a low blow. Little Thacker, I miss you so.
That is Cara Canyon. That's the Pacific Crest Trail, the route from which I came. Right over there is CV Pass. Cara Canyon continues up here. Past, I believe that's Price Peak. But I cross-country the route up this precipitous slope to this forested glen down here where my backpack lay. And where I'm going is up there. Rock Island Pass. This pass that I just ascended to has no name. If I live, we'll call it Crazy Fool Pass. If I don't, call it Dead Fool Pass. Hope I make it. Well, didn't make it to Rock Island Lake yet. Ran out of gas. Kind of thought I would. But I couldn't ask for a more ultimate spot. Crazy Fool Node, I call it. Let's check it out. Try not to let too many mosquitoes in. Got this great little view here of this meadowed and lagooned valley, rimmed in by these two no-name domes. And then over here is this granite ledge where I can sun, stargaze, or just nature watch with an excellent little sitting area. Excellent water close by. And then I've got a little fire pit going here and water boiling, getting ready to boil. Tomorrow we'll make another run at Rock Island Lake and points beyond. And tomorrow you won't even know that I've been here. Crazy Fool Node. Melting cheese. Good morning. Welcome to day 7 in an ultimate place in the Big Yo, Crazy Fool Knoll. Gorgeous morning. Last night while I was quiet and listening, this little valley gave me a lesson in creation. First in evolution, how these great granite domes evolved by glacial scouring and cleansing and rubbing and eroding over zillions of years. Evolution also, and how this basin down here, which was once a lake, has slowly filled up and evolved into a lagooned, meandering meadow. And cataclysm, and how this pile of boulders here must have erupted in a giant landslide, cataclysmic at one time. It was an amazing thing. My first lesson in creation. The beast is loaded. Raring to go. I'm not. My legs tell me they could use a layover day, but we're going anyway. Got about 1,000-foot climb today. First 400 or 500 feet look to be pretty intense. After that, it's an easy meander to Rock Island Lake. And once we get there to explore the basin in a while, maybe points beyond. John Muir said, only by going alone, in silence, without baggage, can one truly get into the heart of the wilderness. Well, we may not be without baggage, but we're in the heart of the wilderness now, baby. Check this out. I'm 1 week now into my quest in search of the ultimate mountain mama. My wilderness genes have reawakened from their civilized slumber, and all my senses are peaking in the ethereal bliss of trekking over grounds untouched by a human foot for generations. These mountains and I have fused again. It's been a while. Exploring lake basins, going up ridges and down snow flows, carousing about canyons and marveling at the wildlife, at the trees and the wildflowers. I realize that for one of the few times in my life, I am where I belong. I feel welcome and at home, for home is where the beast is. And right now, we're miles and mountains from the nearest trail, and we're days of hiking from the nearest trailhead. I'm at the total mercy of the wilderness, but even with place names like Rock Island, Suicide Ridge, Crazy Mule Gulch, I feel welcome and at home, for home is where the beast is, and the beast is on my back. Need to find a route through this maze to Slide Canyon somehow. Sawtooth Ridge. And I'm still on my ascent down to the Paiute. A little bit steeper descent than I had originally hoped and planned for, but I think I'll make it. And go down there towards Doe Lake. The Lower Paiute. This is just a great canyon. Look at all these polished granite nodes adorned with gorgeous green grass and excellent lodgepole trees. And this escarpment behind it, tear stained and still wearing a little snow. And then down the canyon towards Doe Lake. It's just an awesome canyon. Finally made it to Doe Lake. Found a great spot too. Only great spot. I'm the only one here. As you can see, the sun is going down. I've got all kinds of bluffs to dive off of. Place is jumping with fish. Now I want you to know I didn't build this fire pit, but I'm going to use it just the same. I don't condone building one up against a rock face like that, but you know, look at that, it's too late now. I do condone benches, and I do condone leaving me firewood, and this is a great spot. I have it all to myself. And then over here we have a major drop-off. I just may put my tent here so I can only get last light, but first sunlight, which I really do like. Anyway, here's this major drop-off, and we have some, I don't know, this is what happened to our nice meandering Paiute River. It's in that far canyon that's in the dark. Figure we'd do a little day tripping on some nodes over here. Doe Lake in the overflow, cascading in a little more than a sheet of water down into what is a good view of Benson Lake. Benson Lake is considered the Riviera of Northern Yosemite. It has these very wide sandy beaches on which to lollygag. And all of the waters that I've sipped from since Carrick Canyon flow into Benson Lake. I'm on the northernmost of the Doe Lake nodes, and this is my last good look at Northern Yosemite and the region I traversed across country. These are some of the most awesome granite walls. I saw these, 2-3 years ago, and if I was a climber, this is where I'd go. That wall right there in the middle, that wall is clean. More tremendous granite walls. That forested plateau in the middle there is the end of Crazy Mule Gulch. Up to the right here, this is Bath Mountain, and that's an awesome rock face there. If I was a climber, and then looking off to the east, a final farewell to Slide Canyon. So even though I traversed the region, I didn't even scratch the tip of the iceberg in terms of exploring the folds and crannies and granite nooks of Northern Yosemite. It's an awesome place. Good morning and welcome to day 8 here in the trout-laden shores of Doe Lake. After yesterday's historic crossing to Rock Island Lake and subsequent climb over Suicide Ridge and descent down into Slide Canyon, Paiute Creek, and then over here to Doe Lake, I'm going to spend a couple of hours cleaning up, packing up, and refocusing. For in the exhilaration of these my adventures, I had forgot why I had even come here, to find the ultimate mountain mama. I didn't expect to find her in the uncharted territories, but by late today I'll be back on the Pacific Crest Trail and entering ultimate mountain mama land. I better clean myself up. I'm I'm in the uppermost reaches of the Doe Lake watershed, past Tuolomne Lake. I believe that was an eagle of some sort. And then this is where I'm going. Right over this ridge over here. Matterhorn Canyon. I am pooped. I'm going to go down and see if Old Faithful is available. You know, 2 years and 2 months ago, I was camped here at this very same spot. It was an immaculate spot at the time, somewhat pristine, and it may even have been somewhat virgin, even though there was a fire pit here. Now, 2 years and 2 months later, I want you to look at this. There's horse shit everywhere. Everywhere on what was once a pristine campsite. Now, what's the deal here? Humans have to bury their feces 6 inches into the soil so it can decompose with the microorganisms properly. Humans have to carry out their toilet paper. What's the deal here? We got horse shit everywhere. And I'm pissed. They walked right by my tent. But one of the little babies got scared by me. And now they're waiting for the other little baby. Mom was going, "Where are you?" He's just a man in a down jacket. "Where are you? Where are you, my little sibling?" There's a yearling there, too, right there. Isn't that amazing? Matterhorn Canyon walked right by my tent. Good morning and welcome to day 9. Mosquitoes and yeah, they're bugging me too. Great white granite node of Matterhorn Canyon, and we're about to get rained on. This is a great place. Last night I walked into an old favorite campground and found it inundated with equine fecal piles, and I went into a tirade and started climbing. And I climbed to this spot. It's about 50 to 100 feet up off the meadow floor, graciously blessed without mosquitoes, just a few annoyances here and there. The first time this trip, really, that's happened. And sometimes, you know, out of the worst situations spring little minor miracles. And this is just a great place. Here comes the rain.
I'm going to force myself to stay all day on this great white granite node of Matterhorn Canyon. I'm tired, I'm sore, achy, and cranky. So I'm just going to sit here and sip soup and watch the clouds cruise by. Some of them even look like mountain mamas. Have I been away too long?
Morning. Matterhorn Canyon Camp, still. Camp on the great white, decomposing granite node. Welcome to day 10. Had a great day yesterday here in a great spot, an ultimate spot. So today we're starting early and going until late. Tomorrow sometime, I hope to be in Tuolomne Meadows, the heart of ultimate Mountain Mama Land. Had a pretty good day here yesterday at an ultimate spot. Here in the Big Yo, it's a spot I like to return to with, well, you know who with. Ever since I met that Extrava-trekker those many months ago, the Extrava-trekker with the Yoda face and the gap in his tooth and the crystal clear eyes, ever since I met him and ever since he told me what you need is the ultimate Mountain Mama, well, ever since then, all I could ever do is think of her. All I ever do is think of her.
I wanna talk, but I'm in a state of shock. All I ever do is think of you. I wanna eat, I wanna sleep, but I feel so incomplete. All I ever do is think of you. All I ever do is think of you. I wanna hug, I wanna snuggle, I wanna whisper in your ear. I wanna wrap my arms around you and wipe away the tear. I wanna feel your tender body, wanna kiss your soft skin. Wanna tell you that I love you and do it all again. Wanna tell you that I love you. I wanna do it all again. But I'm in a state of shock. All I ever do is think of you. All I ever do is think of you. All I ever do is think of you.
Good morning and welcome to Lower McCabe Lake. This is day 11 of the greatest Extrava trek. The ultimate of Big Yo in search of the ultimate Mountain Mama. Had a pretty good day yesterday until that river crossing, and then I ran into this guy, and he asked me, well, what are you doing up here? I said, well, I'm doing this and that, and I'm searching for the ultimate Mountain Mama. He said, no kidding. He said, a good friend of mine saw her here a couple days ago, and she's been on her way. So it's like now I'm like 2 days behind the ultimate Mountain Mama, and so I started dragging yesterday until I finally made it here to just before sunset to Lower McCabe Lakes. And I woke up depressed, and I put my tent in the only place in the whole lake that doesn't ever get any sun. And anyway, so I showered, I've shaved, put a clean shirt on. I feel a lot better. And today we're going to head up over and around Sheep Peak into the basin of Mount Conness towards Young Lakes, get as close to Tuolomne Meadowland as I possibly can, and see what happens.
I wanna walk, I wanna talk, but I'm in a state of shock. All I ever do is think of you. I wanna eat, I wanna sleep, but I feel so incomplete. All I ever do is think of you, think of you. All I ever do is think of you. I wanna be, I wanna see who I am when you're with me. I wanna grow inside each other like a hallelujah tree. Wanna hear, I wanna say that you'll never go away, that my love for you is growing each and every day, that your love for me is growing, and that you'll marry me one day. I wanna walk, I wanna talk, but I'm in a state of shock. All I ever do is think of you. All I ever do is think of you. All I ever do is think of you.
Doesn't really look to be a pathway across that, but believe it or not, there was. And it was pointed out to me by what looked like a kestrel hawk. Laugh if you want, but thank you! And there it goes. Spirits of the wilderness are my guides. There's Half Dome. In all of Yosemite, this has to be one of the ultimate spots right here, right now. Just ate some sardines with onions and yellow mustard on whole wheat sourdough bread. Drank some delicious water from this tributary of Conus Creek. This is an ultimate spot. I'm hiking through a fell field beside Dingley Creek. It's colonized by hundreds of these Belgian ground squirrels. And this is the best, absolutely the best view of the fabled Cathedral Range that I have ever seen. From Mountain Spanner and Ritter all the way to Cathedral Peak. Ultimate mountain mamas out there somewhere.
I'm an ultimate mountain mama man, looking for mama best I can.
Good afternoon, and welcome to day 13 of the ultimate Big Yo, the greatest extravatrek of all times, the search for the ultimate mountain mama. I just left the Tuolomne Meadows store where I stocked up on batteries, bread, cheese, beans, and, oh yes, firewood. 6-pack of beer, which will be tonight's dinner. The girl at the counter said, Ultimate Mountain Mama passed through here 2 days ago. So, hey, I'm looking for Mama. All that I can. After a relaxful rest here on the Lyle Fork of the Tuolomne, I'm heading up Rafferty Creek toward Tuolomne Pass to a secret place, the Indian Steps, where the sunset and the dinner of beer and bread. Should be amazing. See you there. Made it here. 2,000 foot climb approximately. Look at that. Just for the camera. I made it here. Indian Steps, 2,000 foot climb approximately. I don't know how I made it. Seconds before sunset. It's like the sun was slowing its descent just so I could get here to enjoy it in this most sublime spot. Give you a little bit of the panorama real quick. It's a great place. It's a sacred place. Special place. It's a secret place. I walked right by it. This is the one of the most optimum rooms in the Indian Steppes, of which there are hundreds. It's the only one that I've found that has 3 walls of granite. One to the south, or the large one to the east, and one to the north. And then looking out to the west, we have a sporadic wall of absolutely gorgeous white bark pine, just laden with sappy, resiny cones, and affords us a view, uninterrupted, of the skyline. This is truly one of the most excellent places, one of the ultimate places in the Big Yo, and it's brought to you exclusively by Extravatrek Films. Haven't really been able to find any water. I thought I've really looked. So I guess it's beer, bread, and cheese. Maybe a smattering of beans. Sounds good to me. John G. Nehart writes in Black Elk Speaks. Black Elk, upon ascending Harney Peak in the Black Hills of South Dakota, said, "I was standing on the highest mountain of them all, and around and beneath me was the whole poop of the world. And while I stood there, I saw more than I could tell, and I understood more than I saw, for I was seeing in a sacred manner the shapes of all things in the spirit, and it was holy." Morning, welcome to day 14 on the Indian Steppes. Sunrise just emblazoned Mount Conness, awakening the coyotes and other scoundrels of the plain to their plaintive wail. Now to the north here, I believe this is Tower Peak, where we started, or where we started towards 2 weeks ago.
I'm in an ultimate mountain mama man. Looking for mama, best I can.
Found water. This is the most glacially pure water I've ever had in my life. I thought that perhaps after a summer's heat, this glacial pond would dry up, but obviously it hasn't, and shows no sign of doing so. I am now in the garden of the rock gods. Fantastically etched, eroded, chunks of soft granite everywhere. Just an amazing place. This is the what I call the throne room. Large arena with benches and plateaus and wonderful coffee table-like rocks here. These are the coffee table-like rocks. And its very base here, amongst these scattered erratics, is what I call the goddess of fertility. I wish the ultimate mama was here now. And over here, seemingly just bubbling from the earth, is a gorgeous vein of quartz, scattering quartz nodules down the hillside. Think I'm weird yet? Where do you hear this one? Several years ago, when I first stumbled upon this place by chance or fate, I immediately knew this place was someplace special. And so I sat down on a little cube of rock that was in the corner of a room, a couple of rooms over, and I was just gazing out, dumbstruck, at this expansive view, when all of a sudden a voice started to come to me, not in words, but in definitive thought. It was the voice of an Indian chief. It could have been Tenaya, I don't know, that's not how he said it. But he was a tribal leader and a special man. And he told me, all you see before you was once ours. From the rivers to the lakes, the flowers to the trees, the meadows to the great, great mountains. We had everything until the white man came. And they berated us for having nothing. And so they took everything from us. And then I started hearing voices of other past lives, wailing a common litany of sorrow and personal loss. And it became too much for me, and I stood up and ended the conversation by telling them that I will respect this place, I will respect them and their story, always. And so when the wind blows here, as it so often does, I believe it blows from their lips. Sometimes, like now, it breezes by a fond remembrance. And other times, it blows hard. The wail of sorrow. And that's why I call this place the Indian Steppes. My last battery. Got 3 days to go. I hope it lasts. Hope I find the ultimate mountain mama before it runs out. Doing the best that I can. Looking for mama. Today we're going to have a relatively easy day. We're going to do a little cross-country jaunt down to Booth Lake and then follow its outlet creek, which is Emmerich Creek, down to Lake Emmerich, site of one of the greatest bear battles of all time. We'll see you there. Good morning, and welcome to day 15 here on the shores of beautiful Lake Emmerich. The essence to life is water, and the essence to civilized life is hot water. No true mountain man in pursuit of the ultimate mountain mama goes for more than a day or two without a thorough scrubbing and a close shave. There's not a stubble on this chin. And soon, once my bath water warms, there won't be a trace of soot on my skin, and then, and only then, will I be ready for a major dose. Ultimate mountain mama. The beast is loaded. Raring to go. I'm not. But you guessed it. I'm going anyway. On a cross-country journey over this ridge towards Echo Creek drainage. The normal route would be to go down here to Merced Lake. I figure I can save 12, 14 hours by taking this shortcut. That should catch me up with Ultimate Mountain Mama, I hope. Kind of reminds me of Mount Whitney. First lady to ever climb Mount Whitney was from Porterville. I used to live in the suburbs of Porterville. One of Mountain Mama's a Porterville woman.
Those Porterville women sure look like heifers to me. They got milk in their udder, make damn good mothers, always aims to please. If it's lover, you'll lose her. If it's not abusing, they'll knock out all your teeth. Those Porterville women, those fat, sassy women, all sure look like heifers to me.
Finally made it to what I call Lorraine Dome. Not to be confused with the Moraine Dome, which is her bigger sister. This is my last and one of my best, most ultimate spots in the Big Yo. And here you have a classic view up the Merced Canyon to the Florence Peak display with the moon rising. Just a great spot. And then over on the ridge, the other side, which you'll see shortly, Half Dome, Mount Clark, Mount Star King. But this is the classic. This is where I camp. Lorraine Dome, secret spot. Good afternoon and welcome to day 16, sweet 16 in this most excellent extravatrack. The ultimate Big Yo, the greatest solo extravatrack of all times, and the seemingly futile search for the ultimate mountain mama. Earlier this morning I went just down the hill to the camps in Little Yosemite. Camera in tow to record the joyous event, but no one ever heard of, much less seen, the ultimate mountain mama. So now I'm just a little bit depressed, dejected, despondent, disoriented, discombobulated. I'm trying to put some meaning into this journey of mine. This journey we just took over these past 16 days. Was it the chase? Girl gives a guy a wink and a wiggle and he'll follow her all night long. Did the Yoda man, the Yoda extravatracker, the man with the gap in his smile and his crystal clear eyes, did he give me a wink and a wiggle? Or was the hunch the thing? The hunch. Going with it and following it to its end. I really thought this thing between the ultimate mountain mama and I would happen. I really did. But hey, it was still a great extravatrack. We saw some ultimate Big Yo. Tilden Lake, No Name Canyon, the nodes of Doe Lake, Matterhorn Canyon, the Indian Steps, this dome. And so, in closing, I'd like to dedicate this video to all the guys who have gone the extra mile, climbed the highest peak, crossed the swiftest current, scaled the deepest valley for that one special woman, and still didn't get her. And so, this pretty much ends filming as Extravatrack Films presents Paul alias Rick Van Winkle in the ultimate Big Yo, greatest solo extravatrack of all times, and the search for the ultimate mountain mama. Hope you enjoyed it. Should we do the dome?
Ultimate mountain mama man. I'm looking for mama best I can. I'm searching high, I'm searching low. Ultimate mountain mama, where'd you go? When I looked in the city, too sexy and pretty. I looked in the country, all funky and chunky. Looked to my left, looked to my right. Ultimate mama and nowhere in sight. I need someone who loves me, and someone who listens, someone who give me some hugging and kissing. I'm living in darkness, show me the light. Ultimate mama, I need you tonight. Best I can. I'm searching high, I'm searching low, searching high and searching low. Ultimate mountain mama, 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 mama. Where'd you go?
I'm finally able to stand on my own 2 feet and get up and walk around. And views are just beginning to explode all around me. Wait a minute. Is that... Excuse me, my dear. Just a moment of your time, really. If you could just please tell me your name, where you're from, and what do people call you?
Hi, my name is Alessia. I'm from Italy, and I am the ultimate mountain mama.
Could you just rewind that and run that by one more time?
Hi, my name is Alessia. I'm from Italy, and I am the ultimate mountain mama.
Ultimate mountain mama.
I am the ultimate mountain mama.
Ultimate mountain mama.
And I am the ultimate mountain mama. The ultimate mountain mama. The ultimate mountain mama.
What a change of events that was, huh? On a quirk, I do the dome. It's always worth it. Always worth it to do the dome. Well, Lacey and I have some serious getting acquainted to do. And this truly does end filming for the Ultimate Big Yo, the search for the ultimate mountain mama. This is Paul Rip Van Winkle. Give me a call. Tell me what you thought. Bye-bye. Big Yo! Here I come! an awesome place.